Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I am planning for the week of May 26th, which was Memorial Day week. And I am using this Summer Cruisin kit, which I think is just easily my favorite summer art of the year. It's just stunning, stunning art. The artist is Lavi and Love Arts, something like that. And I think her art sets are just incredible. And this one's definitely one of my favorites. I love the colors. I love the theme. I'm obsessed. So and I think it's a perfect, kind of unofficial kickoff to spring to summer transition kit. So I could not be happier to be using it. I paired it with a gold holo mixed metal foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co. That's just quickly become one of my favorite mixed metal foil bundles from her shop. I thought it was just so pretty together for some reason. I don't know. I'm just very in love with that particular mixed metal combo. So loved how this spread turned out. And yeah, I think that's everything that I'm using. I think I mentioned the kit was also from SPC, but both the kit and foil are from SPC. So, and there you can see the foil. I just was giving you a little shimmy. It's so pretty. So pretty. But I want to take the base to kind of clarify a bit of the talk through. So the day by day is a talk through, and I've already filmed it before I did the voiceover for this. And I was debating whether or not I wanted to post it, honestly, because I'm definitely in a mood when I do this talk through, but I pretty much stand by my feelings. I just don't think I articulated them well because I was frustrated. And, when you're frustrated, things don't just always come out as you intend them to. And so I wanted to hopefully articulate it well, or at least better in this voiceover. I know you won't have a ton of context until you get to that point of the video. So you can listen to me now, or you can go on to the talk through and then come back and listen to this, whatever you want. But my frustration comes from the fact, essentially, that what I need is for white shop owners and white artists to be more intentional about not centering whiteness in the themes that they choose for their kits. That's kind of where I was trying to land there. And the frustration as a shop owner of color who historically is working with less resources than their white counterparts, just in general. I can take myself right on out of the equation. Just in general, this is the truth. As someone who's working with less resources, it is quite frustrating that I need to use more of my resources, which are already less than my white counterparts, to get the same thing that they can get for a fraction of the cost. So when there's 75,000 art sets, releases, events, launches, products, whatever, around Taylor Swift, a lot of them being provided not at exclusive art prices. I don't think I can think of one exclusive Taylor Swift set. I think they've all been regular art sets. I'm talking specifically for kit themes and kits that have been released. I don't think there's been one that's been an exclusive set. Perhaps I am wrong. It's very possible that I could be. I don't know every single artist or every single shop owner, but overwhelmingly, multiple artists have released multiple sets surrounded around this theme at regular art set prices. So essentially, the shop owner of color needs to spend more of their resources, which they have less access to get the same thing that their white counterparts get at a fraction of the cost. I say this like this because I'm giving you a really micro example here in the planner community, but this is actually life. So when people talk about privilege and talk about systemic oppression and talk about all that, these are the principles that are happening in society. Obviously, I'm talking like planner community sticker world. It's not going to make or break anything. I realize that, but I'm trying to give y'all some insight into the frustrations that I go through on a daily basis. Not just me, but folks that look like me as well. And so that is why I say I'm trying to bring attention to this so that, at least in this very micro level, white artists and white shop owners can make an effort, because it's going to be a concerted effort. It's easier to do things and create things based off your lived experience. That's just the truth. But when you are the dominant voice, it is your job to lift up the voices that are often silenced. And so That means you need to step out of your comfort zone. And actually, of the 75 sets and art sets that you release, or kits that you release, or products that you release that highlight and center whiteness, take 5 of those 75, just 5 of those 75 to focus on something else. Focus on centering something or someone or some culture that is other. That is my call. That is where the frustration lies. That is why you hear it in the talk through. So again, there'll be more context as apparently someone's mowing my lawn. This is a very bad time, but here we are. There'll be more context for you as I get into the talk through, but I wanted to just clarify, because often when you're frustrated, things don't come out as you hope, and it's really hard to articulate things well when there's emotion attached to it. But this is the frustrations that happen and that are being felt throughout the community, because there have been people in my DMs talking to me about it, and I think really often it gets translated into you're a Taylor Swift hater, and that's really not what this is about. And if you think that this is what this is about, you have missed the point. You have actually missed the point. So hopefully that clarifies some things and is a little bit more articulate than the emotion in my talk through. Thanks for listening. All right, y'all, we are doing another talk through. I think it might be the last talk through unless I do one tomorrow, which I mean, I guess is possible. So maybe second to last talk through. So, but we're nearing the end is what I'm saying. We're nearing the end of our free time, and we're gonna go be chained to the desk again. So here we are. So I love. Can we just discuss? I love this so much. It's the foil that's doing it for me. I think this might be my favorite summer art that came out. I think it probably is my favorite summer art that came out, because I love the kit, but with this foil, it's really just, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I have no words. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so no extenders. I had put down this base very long ago, so I have to like kind of refresh my memory on what the hell happened. Okay, got that. I need to grab my doodly poodlies. And yeah, I am just kind of in a strange headspace right now. So I'm not sure. Here are my doodly poodlies. Oh, I don't need those. Okay. I think she ready. I think she ready. This was Memorial Day. Yes, it was. Where's my tweez? My tweezies. Because we were traveling. We came back from Connecticut this day. But anyways, yeah, I'm in a mood. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just in a mood. I feel like this is going to be very whiny. Obviously, there are bigger issues in the world, and all of these are first world problems. So, like, take it with a grain of salt. But I also feel like this is my space to vent a little bit, and I'm just annoyed because I'm on my last week of remote work, which I'm thankful I even had it. But I'm also like, why do I need to be chained to a desk? And then I question the whole, rule of society, and then I get angry. That's a common occurrence, though, so that's not really the biggest problem. But I got a car for my mama. Most of you know that I got a new car, and I've been mostly using it because essentially I need one. I'm not going to get into the details, but I've been using it more because I need one, and she needs one, but not as much as I do. Like, she doesn't need to get to a job and blah, 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 and all the things. So plus, luckily, she has some transportation that she can rely on a little bit, so it's not like she's completely kind of left to fend for herself, which I would never do anyway, to clarify. But anyways, so I've been holding on to it. This is a new, probably like a month-old car. And like, my general rule of thumb is, like, and it's a new one, not a used one, it's a new one. So my general rule of thumb is that I shouldn't have to worry about you for a while. tell me why, the tire light came on. And I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna go get it checked out, like not a big deal. Just missing some air, it happens, whatever. Go get it checked out. Well, actually I went and just got air because I'm like, it's just low on air. And I can see on the dash like which tire it is. So I was like, great, fine, perfect, I will do it. Did it, back to normal, great. A couple days later, same issue. So I'm like, oh God. So I'm like, all right, let me try one more time and see what happens. So I go put air in it, good. Another couple days, same issue. I'm like, okay, we have a problem here. Like Houston, like we have a full ass problem here. So today I have to go and see what the fuck is wrong with it. And I'm already anticipating that I'll have to replace it, which means it's gonna be expensive as shit. And y'all know, you know, car expenses are expensive and it sucks, basically. That's what I'm getting at. It just sucks. So there's that, which is super duper fun. And yeah, I don't know. I've just had reasons to be pissed. Like, I don't know. You're catching me in such a strange time, but if I don't film now, I feel like I'm not going to have time to film, and I really want to stay on my goal to get through June spreads by the end of August. So, and this is the last week of May that I'm planning for. So I've got my work cut out for me. Today is August 14th? Today is August 14th. So we're halfway through the month. I've gone through 1 month, so technically one would think that's good because life is gonna ramp up for me soon. I'm like, is it good? So I'm hoping maybe later today I can do some of my June bases, because that does help like get me on track. Once the bases are done, I'm like, okay, it's time, girl. But yeah, in between my car and then the Metropolitans are just had a horrendous effing loss yesterday. Like, just makes no sense, just embarrassing as I can't. And I'm still angry about it. I'm still angry about it. And I had been not watching the games recently because they've just been playing not a very pretty brand of baseball. But I decided to watch because the night before was a really special night for one of the players who hit a big team milestone. And they kind of just like whooped the Braves, who have just been their like Achilles heel for their entire career, their entire existence. Like the Braves have just had their number. And so I was like, okay, maybe like tides are turning. They felt different. They looked different. And to be honest, they came out today and they were different. But the pitching, like the defense was tight for the most part. The offense was hitting it, but the pitching came and fucking had a meltdown. So I just can't. I just can't. What do I want to use? I think I'm gonna, I just used the blues, so I guess I'm gonna use this one. I'm just noticing, are the two colors blues? Oh yeah, they are. Why did I think there were two purples? What's wrong with you, girl? Okay. So yeah, so it's a little crooked. I'll fix it. So yeah, it's just, I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed. And then, ooh, y'all, I am trying so hard not to crash out, but I'm pretty sure a crash out is coming because most of you know, because how could you, unless you're under a damn rock, that purple? I don't know why my brother texted me unless it's to tell me how bad the team is, because he's a Mets fan. Like, unless it's for that, I don't know why he texted me. But those of you who have not been living under a rock probably know that news came out about it's crazy about Taylor Swift's album coming out. Y'all. Y'all, I can't. And it has nothing to do with the album or with her or like, y'all, I love it for you. Like, clearly I know the feeling. I have no issues with that. What I do have an issue with is the fact, it's gonna stay because I don't think I'm gonna move this, to be quite frank with you. Should I use blue? I can use blue. It's the fact that there's so many stickers. There's so many kids. Well, there's not so many kids, I should say. There's just so much. There's clearly art sets that are coming out for this from multiple artists. And let me tell you why that pisses me off, to be quite frank. Not because y'all can't love your girl. Love your girl. I got no issues with that. My issue is that I'm pretty much the only shop, I know maybe of one other shop who has released anything even remotely Beyonce related when it comes to kits. I know Planahan has like a little bit of foil in her shop for Beyonce. That I know of. Obviously, I don't know every single shop on the universe and the planet, so perhaps there's others. But overwhelmingly, it's been me. And in order for me to get any type of Beyonce art, I need to pay exclusive art prices to get it. Meanwhile, there are multiple art sets. Some from the same artist. Like, this isn't even just like different artists doing it. There are multiple sets within the same artist of Taylor Swift art. All regular art sets made. And so like this, when I talk about inclusion, like this is what I mean. Where I'm like, it's beyond like a fashion girl. Like there are ways to do it. I can't. I'm just gonna, let me just not, before I say some things that'll hurt some feelings. So I'm just gonna let it be there. But it's really fucking annoying. Again, don't care that there's art for her. But man, it is so fucking glaring when I can't get any Beyonce art, and whatever Beyonce art I get, I need to pay exclusive art prices for, which is expensive as shit. In case some of you don't know, it's expensive compared to a regular art set. Meanwhile, there's multiple regular art sets for Taylor Swift. Multiple. And more coming out, obviously, for this album. So forgive me if I'm just like, if I'm side-eyeing that shit to death, because I will be. And I'm not the type to like hate on kit themes. Like it's not my vibe. Like we all like what we like. And no one shop or one artist is gonna hit on all the shit you like. Truthfully. But my God, when it's so glaring that there's so much, this is why people, I do and understand sometimes why people do complain about the same art sets, when it's so glaring that this one aspect is getting so much attention, when there are folks that are begging for other themes and other things to get attention. And you're not going to be able, again, to do all the themes and all the art sets that everyone in the world wants, but damn. Maybe take one less Taylor Swift set and focus on, I don't know, a Black History set. Focus on an AAPI set. Focus on something that represents those cultures and not just during those times. Like, I mean, we barely get it during those times, but you don't have to wait for Black History Month to create an art set that caters to the Black community. You don't have to wait for AAPI Month to create something that caters to the AAPI community. Y'all, the way it pisses me off. And I don't get pissed off too often about shit like this, to be honest with you. I'm just like, it is what it is, but it's really fucking frustrating. Anyways. I have bad guy in my head, in case you're wondering. I use blue. I guess this peach color. It's giving peach. Apparently I'm into this whole put the functionals down for the first half of the week and then go in and do your doodles. Apparently, like, that's the vibes I'm going for here. I don't know when I became that girl, but I am indeed that girl. Okay, we had a breakfast on Monday. We got up, we checked out, and we went to breakfast. So, did I shower? I might have showered that day too. I'm gonna use, every time I see paper and milk, I need to mention how much I miss paper and milk. I don't think that they're coming back at this point, but oh my God. Like, oh my God. I miss them so much. I think I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna do a little shower sticker up top because I think I showered that morning and I don't have like a ton to mark, so yeah, I have the Bad Guy song in my head by Billie Eilish, and the reason, actually, this is a good segue, because the reason it's in my head is because of building the band. Y'all, if you have not, if you're into music, I should say, if you appreciate music and good singing, because I feel like sometimes that distinction needs to be made. I don't know, y'all, I don't know. But if you appreciate music and like singers, I think you would love it. I think it's really a refreshing show in my opinion, because it's not traditional. If you've never heard of it, it's a music competition show, which there's plenty of, right? The Voice and American Idol and yada yada yada. Take your pick. There's so many of those. But what's not traditional about it is that they don't see each other. So it's kind of like Love is Blind meets those competition shows. So they start in pods like Love is Blind. So if you've ever seen Love is Blind, they look like the same damn pods almost. They start in the pods and they will listen to voices and they will vote, you know, if they would want to form a band with that voice. And I think they only get a certain number of votes, and then they essentially like form a band in the pod. So before they even see each other, they're committing to forming a band with these people. They do get to like converse with them and things. So very similar to Love is Blind. And yeah, they do it blindly, just based off the voice, which I think is amazing, like so refreshing, to have like a band put together by the band and not by an industry or a show or an executive or producer or whoever. So I think that's so cool. I think that is so cool. So I was really excited to watch it, actually. I didn't watch it as it was going live. I probably watched it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. Let me see what my brother wants, y'all, because like, I don't know what he wants. Oh, he is complaining about the Mets. What'd I tell y'all? What'd I tell y'all? Yeah, I know, bro. I don't know why we live this life we live, but here we are. Being Mets fans, that's what I'm referring to. But anyways, so I didn't watch it live. I watched it like 2 weeks after I think the whole thing was posted. I don't remember how close together they were posted. I think it was like 2 weeks apart. They did the thing where they post like half the season and then post the other half. I don't know how far apart it was, but I do remember that Bestie saw it first and he was like, you gotta watch it. And I'm like, I know, I'm gonna watch it. And then I finally got a chance to do it. Y'all, I feel like there are 3 bands. Okay, 3 bands. I think there was a total of 6 bands put together, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like there are 3 of those bands that I want to keep an eye on to see what they do. 3. Not 1, not 2. 3. 3 of them that I want to see what they're gonna do. And so I guess the show aired. We went home this day, sorry y'all. I guess the show aired, or the show was filmed, I should say, a year ago, like a yearish ago. So they've been, one, kind of keeping it to themselves, right, until the show aired. And they've been working like together on music, at least the 3 that I'm eyeing. I think there's a 4th one that's also working on music. I don't love them as much. I think they're a bit generic in my opinion. The girls are so sweet. Like they seem lovely, 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 but it very much gives generic. Very much gives generic. but there are 3 bands I'm eyeing and 2 bands that I think could really blow up. I mean, even the third one I think has a chance to blow up, but I feel like 2 of them for sure, if they handle it correctly and they're handled correctly, meaning the teams they surround themselves with and things, I think they could really be something. So I'm really excited. I haven't, it's hard. I'm saying that based off like the covers and kind of the things that they did, because obviously they didn't have original music come out. But the production, the voices, the sets, the performances, the voices. Y'all have to watch it. If you're into music at all, and if you're into music competition shows, like I found this show to be super refreshing, because I watched The Voice for a bit and then kind of fell off. I might have watched American Idol when it first started. And then haven't watched it since. I know it like went away and then it came back. I don't know. I watched, those are the 2 I can think of. Are there other music competition things that I'm missing? I don't think so. Those are the ones that are coming like off the top of my head. Like I'm thinking of X Factor, but that's not really just music. Like it can be music, but it could really be, anything, honestly. So yeah, so it was just really, really amazing. I probably will get into some spoilers just because I have so much Plan With Me left to do. So if you haven't watched, now is the time to exit, because I think I'm going to get into spoilers because I have no idea what else I can talk about right now. But let's discuss. If you haven't watched it, go on and pause now, go on and watch it and come back. But y'all, first of all, I don't even know where to start. First, the pods were interesting. There's a lot of talent for sure. I have to just get into the groups, I think, because I can't even go back and think about the pods. Let's start with season 4. Season 4 is so amazing and so unique and so refreshing. I'm just like, God, I hope they make this work somehow. Like I really truly do that they find a way to make this work, because they are just, when I heard Aaliyah sing, first of all, her name is Aaliyah and I love Aaliyah, the late singer. Love her. Such a loss to the music industry, honestly, losing Aaliyah. And so she spells it the same way. So I'm gonna bet that her mom was inspired by Aaliyah, the late singer. So oh my God, her voice is amazing. It feels like a very unique tone. They all have such unique tones. So like, she's incredible. Cameron is just disrespectful. There is a performance, I think it's my favorite one. My favorite performance from them of the season was the human performance. Like that was, everybody was crying. Everybody in the club was crying. Not getting tipsy, they were crying. And I was off this day. I'm like, what am I doing here? I was off this day. Oh, this is cute. Because I was sleepy. I was a sleepy girl. We're gonna use this cute little Snorlax. I'm Moody. The human performance was just, I think, their best in my opinion. They had multiple good performances, so like not by much, but it was their best performance in my opinion. And there is a moment where he is singing, I think he opens up the song and sings the first verse potentially, and he does this like riff and run that Kelly Rowland, I'm jumping around. Kelly Rowland is one of the judges, if you don't know. Kelly Rowland, Liam Payne, which, oh my God, really hard to watch Liam Payne, knowing what happens, right? Kind of living in the future and knowing what happens to him. Really actually hard to watch that. So if you're a fan, please know that he is one of the judges. But oh my gosh, what a sweet soul. He could have been a complete dick, but He was such a sweet soul in the show. Oh my goodness, like just kind, just good vibes from him. But Kelly had some of the best facial expressions. Like I felt like Kelly Rowland when I was watching some of this. And there was a run and a riff that Cameron did in Human, and she actually squealed. I was like, Kelly, it's me. I was like, Kelly. It's like, Kelly, it's me. Like I can't show. Should I show you? I feel like I should. It's just so good. It's just, I can't. I have to show you. I have to do it. Should be easy to find because I've literally just been watching these performances. Okay. I just need you to hear it. I just need you to hear it real quick. I'm probably gonna not make this, but look at him. Okay, I am Kelly. Okay, I hope I don't get copyrighted, but I'm Kelly. I was squealing. I'm like, y'all gonna stop playing with me today. You all are gonna stop playing with me today. That was my favorite performance of theirs. And then yesterday I was like, man, do they have this on iTunes? Or it's not iTunes anymore. I really took y'all back. Do they have this on Apple Music? God, how did I go all the way back to iTunes? Lord. I was like, do they have this on Apple Music? And I was like, let me just check. Y'all, they do have some of the songs from the season there, like the covers, and they don't have this one. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is their best performance and you don't have it? You don't have it? I need to write a letter. I need to write a letter immediately, because what do you mean you don't have it? Like, what are you saying to me right now? Oh my God, that run and that riff and that performance just kind of lives rent free in my head. I'm not even gonna hold you. It just lives rent free in my head, because what are you even saying? Like, what are you even saying? I did go grocery shopping actually this day. So season 4 is just, and they haven't released anything, I don't think, as far as like singles, albums. I hope and pray. I think that they are working on one, and I just hope and pray that they survive it, because like they're so different. They have such different voices. And I'm sure it's a challenge to come together and kind of figure out what they want to do, what sound they want to create. And so I'm hoping that they stay together, because they on their own could be phenomenal. But together they're just so different. I think that's the thing that they don't have on their own. Like beautiful tones, beautiful voices, but what they have together is so different than anything I have ever seen. So I'm just praying that they stay together, and I'm so excited to see what they do, because they are the truth. They are the truth. Oh, season 4 is great. I'm not going to say who wins, just to spare y'all that. If you've watched, you know who wins. I'm not going to tell you who wins. Season 4 is phenomenal, though. Then I'm going to try to go through all the groups. Midnight till morning. So in the show, obviously, I feel like it didn't seem like they had it together. I almost didn't think they were going to stay together, to be honest with you. But, you know, a show is a show, and editing is editing, and there's only so much footage and things that they can fit into the show. So they had a little bit of a snafu there with an interesting situation that was going on. If you've watched it, you know what I mean. But watching, like, a lot of them have been doing like promo and interviews, you know, since the show's out, and everyone knows like who won and things, people who have watched, obviously. So they've been doing a lot of promo and interviews and things. And they're actually, I think, the first that came out with something. What in the hell? Oh, this is for, sorry, give me a hot second. Is it clear for you to see? Okay, sorry y'all. I had to look at this really quick because that was a little bit alarming. All is well. Let me sign into my stuff. Okay, I have like an hour because I do have a meeting in an hour. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, midnight. It's midnight. Yes, midnight till morning. I actually was rooting for them. I like their sound. I like that they were different. And so I was rooting for them to stay together. Like after these shows end, kind of regardless of the winner, I'm just rooting for them if they're good, especially this is a band situation, to stay together. If they're solo artists, obviously I'm rooting for them to like release music and be successful. But in this case with a group, I'm just like hoping they stay together because we've been through our fair share of groups, and I mean, nothing lasts forever, but some of them don't last at all. So I need a Happy Mail one. So I was just rooting for that. And they were, I think, the first ones to release music. And they have an album coming and they have a tour they're going on. And Bestie was the one who told me that. And I'm like, wait, they have a tour they're going on, but there's no album out. That's bold. I love it. It's super risky, but hey, man, do it to it. I really like them. They have 2 songs out right now. I like both. I think there's one I like more than the other. I think it's Ghost of Us. I think Ghost of Us is the one I like the most of the 2 that they have out. But yeah, they're touring. I don't even know the tour dates. I just heard they were touring. I don't think I'm at the space where I can go see them live. Like, enjoy them, but I really haven't heard any of their material other than the 2 singles they have out, and that's obviously not enough to fill a show. So they have an album coming out. I don't think they've announced like when yet, I don't think, but I am very interested to see. They did a live studio version of one of the songs. I can't remember which one that sounded, I mean, these guys can sing. Like, this is my favorite part about this comp. Like, these hoes can sing a damn song. Like, oh my God. I can't. Y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch. That's just what it comes down to. That y'all have to watch because it's crazy. So that's Midnight Till Morning. They very much give, if you're kind of wondering, season 4 gives soul. Like, they're just pure soul. I think they can sing anything, but it's with soul. Like, it's with a side of soul. I think that Midnight Till Morning gives pop punk kind of style. I don't know if that's what they're going to end up doing ultimately, because again, there's only 2 songs out. But that's what they kind of give, pop rock, pop punk kind of style. So if you're into that, you may be into them. And then, who's the other one? Is there anything else about Midnight Till Morning? No, one of them had a snafu with someone who nobody likes. I feel like I can say that with certainty, at least given how they were portrayed on the show that no one likes, and then given what's come out after the fact that no one likes. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's Midnight Till Morning. And then who do we have left? Oh, why am I blanking on names? Frequency, y'all. Frequency. First off, I knew, there's 3 of them. I knew that Bree can sing. I was actually like, I don't know about the other 2. Like, they can sing, but like, can they hang out with Bree? I feel like Bree's voice is very powerful almost. And I feel like I severely underestimated those gals. And I like them. Like, I like them. It wasn't an issue of like me actually liking them. I think they're so cute and obviously talented. I'm not trying to downplay their talent, but from the little bits that they show you in the show, in the beginning of the show, not as we get towards the end. In the beginning of the show, I was like, man, I don't know. This is kind of the group I might have expected the least from, or at least one of them. Baby, when I tell you that this group ate down, ate down, like ate down. I can't say it enough. Like they grew so much during this damn show, which I think the totality of the length of the show was like a month. A month to meet some strangers, a month to learn how to harmonize and blend with them, a month to put together performances, sets, productions, a month to figure out your style, a month to figure out your group name. Like, I think it was a month. I think they had a month to do this. And you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know watching their performances. Like, you would not know watching their performances. And the reason I have Bad Guy in my head is because I think one of their best performances, I think that was the performance, and I was like, oh, I think it was like their second or third performance. And I was like, oh, y'all are about it. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all are about it. They performed Bad Guy, and that version of Bad Guy has been in my head since the show. I keep rewatching this performance. I keep rewatching their performance. Them in season 4 probably have the most rewatches as far as performances go. Like, amazing. I can't. What am I? Oh, I want to mark coffee. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I have to think about the spread. We're going to be here for a long time because I'm yapping. And we're at 35 minutes already. So, put a move on it, Anna. Let's use these coffee filters. Actually, I'll use these little overhead cups. I didn't drink tea, but it's okay. We can use a tea one. Because I never really drink tea, so if I don't use them, I'll never use them, but it's okay. Okay, so Frequency was just, I can't. They're just incredible. Like, I'll tell you the bands that I think have, the bands I mentioned earlier, I'll tell you which ones, when I'm done kind of talking about all of them, which ones I think really have a shot, if they're managed well and like are about their business. Frequency just blew me away at the end. I was just like, who are these girls? And one of them, y'all, my girl Wenley, is Dominican. And let me tell y'all, I was like, I know that's right. I was like, I know that's right. That's my girl. She was killing it. Especially that, I think it was not the last performance, probably like second to last or something. The one where they did Have Mercy by Chloe, which I was so happy to see them cover a Chloe song. Because like, I feel like that's when you know you made it. When someone is covering your song on one of these shows, it's like, oh shit. Yes, Chloe. Chloe is so talented. I'm so annoyed that they are like trying her like this. But alas. Yeah, so Frequency is just something to be watched for sure. They are so good. The way they harmonize and blend, they sound so good together. I think Nicole, so the judges are Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls, Liam Payne, rest in peace, and Kelly Rowland. And I think it was Nicole who said, what did she say? Crap, it just escaped me. What did she say? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. I'm doing too much at once. Hold on. I need a meeting one. That is way too big. Oh, I can use an idea one. Sure. Show. Damn, what did she say? And I was like, yep. Oh, that they're better together. God, why did it take me so long? That their voices are better together. They are so much better together than alone. I feel like alone, it's kind of like season 4 where they're incredible voices, but they don't stand out as much in, you know, a crowded industry. I feel like together, they're a force. I feel like they're a force to be reckoned with. For sure. So amazing. Those girls are incredible. And I've been, of course, following their content. Like, after, a lot of them have been sharing a lot of TikToks and things. I think they're just trying to kind of stay in the algorithm while they figure out, you know, music and release dates and stuff. But they're doing like serenades and harmonies like just them, like sitting on a staircase on social media, like just them, their voices sitting in a staircase doing it. And I'm like, oh my God. Y'all are playing. I just love good music. Good music, good singing. My fave. One of my fave forms of art for sure. Is there anything here I can use? I guess I can use the home one, because I went home. Let's see. We'll use this one. And then I think I'm going to mark food probably. Oh, I'm like, what was that? I thought it was like the garbage truck, but it's the mailman. He came to deliver my mail. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. So, yeah, I don't even know like how to quantify frequency. They're just good. They're just freaking good. Like, people were comparing them to Fifth Harmony, and I'm like, I never really followed Fifth Harmony. They remind me a bit, honestly, just a bit. I hope, I'm knocking on wood, because that group ended so freaking poorly. But they remind me a little bit of Danity Kane, where it's like, also came out of a show, a very similar show called Making the Band. They were put together though, so it wasn't like this where they kind of chose to be together. That was a little different, obviously. They crashed and burned, but man, the potential of that group was just, they were just good. Like, they could sing, they were triple threats. The music that they were making, it was just good stuff, and they couldn't pull it out. Couldn't pull it out of the hat, unfortunately. And I'm just hoping that that's not what happens here. My phone is telling me that my battery is low. So, chop, Anna, stop talking so much. I definitely gotta stop talking so much because the battery is low. I'm gonna try to get my functionals down for this side, and I might come back. But yeah, so frequency, one of my faves for sure. Then there was Siren Society, who, these are the girls who I think are just sweet, like sweet. And I do think there's talent there, but at least based off, they released a single recently, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's not bad, but it's just very generic in my opinion. Like, if you're trying to stand out in this music industry, I feel like you're gonna need a little bit more than that. You're gonna need a little bit more than that. So I don't know, maybe they'll come back stronger with their next release, whether it be a song, or I don't know if they have an album plan. Oh, but I was watching interviews of them, and they're just sweet gals. Sweet. But I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I think y'all are so cute. I think you obviously have talent, but yeah, I don't know. It fits them. Like, their sound, I feel like what I thought their sound would be, it fits them, but it's just not, it's not memorable to me. Like, it's not something I would download. I wouldn't go back to it. So I'm hoping things go better for them, because they really do seem like very sweet gals. But yeah, it wasn't hitting for me. It wasn't hitting for me. I think that there was one girl, it was actually mentioned in one of their interviews. There was one girl who was like about to be in a band, but like one girl didn't want to form a band with them because she was like going in between two, which that girl ended up being, at least the way the show portrayed her, problematic as fuck. But yeah, I don't know, but there was one girl that I thought, man, I wish she had a chance, because I feel like she could have been great in one of these bands for sure. But you know, it just doesn't always work out that way. I'd like to follow her though. If I can remember her name, I'll probably follow her just to see what she gets into next. So that's Siren Society. Then, did I go through? So let's see, season 4, Frequency, Midnight Till Morning, Siren Society. That's 4. Was it 5 bands? I thought it was 6 bands. Damn, maybe I just don't remember the 6th one because they were gone so soon. Oh no, I remember them. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so the next one that I haven't talked about is Solidified, and what was the other one? Oh, Sweet Seduction. Let's start with Sweet Seduction, y'all. First of all, this is where the problematic member was. And like, again, you never know with the editing of the show, like what really happened. Although each of them did put out statements afterwards, kind of sharing their disdain for the things that we saw. So it seems like a lot of it was indeed true. It does also seem like Netflix didn't share the full story because they were going for the drama effect, which of course these shows do all the time. They try to figure out who the problem child is and like, what am I trying to say? Double down on that, basically. This was no different. This was no different. They were definitely, I think, double downing on that, but there was some reality in it as well. So, what color? Oh, pink or peach. Here, so the other way. So, oh, I guess I could have done a solid. Should I do a solid? Let's do a solid. So yeah, I think there was some truth to it, but also, you know, there were some things probably left out. So I'm trying to give that person a little tiny bit of grace, although they're still not high up on my list. Let's just put it that way. Especially after some of the other members shared like the things they didn't like. Could sing, like, wow. Here's my thing with her. She can definitely sing, like she can blow. But she sounds a lot like Ariana Grande, almost to the point where it doesn't sound unique enough, you know? I think that's what I felt. Not the very first time, and of course she sang an Ariana Grande song for her audition, like her blind audition or whatever. So at that point I was like, okay, she just kind of, you know, it's her song, she's sounding like her a bit, sure. But even throughout the competition, I'm like, oh no, you're like trying to be Ari, and I'm afraid that role's already taken by Ari. So yeah, so I don't know about that one. But it was sad to hear from the other bandmates who had to deal with her basically just being quite rude and bossy, and yeah, you'll see when you see the show. So first of all, let me get back to the group because I was kind of just focusing on Allison is her name. The other two girls, amazing. I think Elise can sing her face off, and she, in the statement video, or like, you know, kind of after the season video that she posted, my God, that girl is stunning. I was like, girl, girl, you are stunning, stunning. I felt bad for the other two girls that were kind of dealing with that, and one of them was dealing with a lot of personal things as well, and really showed a lot of grace, which was, you know, cool to see, but sad that they had to go through it. But we got to start with the name. I don't know if they came up with the name together. I have a feeling that it was Bossy Lady who did it for them, but the name is trash, y'all. Like, I was catching up on whatever episode it was where they pick the names, and I texted Bestie at like 2 a.m., which is when I was watching it, just to be like, I'm so sorry. The name Sweet Seduction for a band is not it for me. I'm so sorry. It's giving like a perfume, like... It's not giving a band. Like, if you say, oh, Sweet Seduction, I'm not going to think you're talking about music. Can we be frank? I'm not going to think you're talking about music. So I was like, what is going on? I had work. I'm like, what did I do? Work. So yeah, I had to share because I was like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. What? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm gonna use this because honestly, this is what I was making at this point. I was making to-do lists because it was dead at work. This was our last week at work, actually. Oh, I think this was retreat day, but I don't have like a good sticker to mark retreat day, so yeah, don't know about that. You see it's still in my head? Do you see how it's still in my head? Still in my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head. Yeah, so Sweet Seduction, I think it's probably needless to say their band did not stay together. One of them was like, I will never work with her again. Like, I don't wish her ill will, but we cannot work together ever again. And I appreciated that, like, transparency. She was like, it took me a while to get here. Like, I had to do a lot of self-work to be able to get to a place where I can wish her well and just decide that we are not going to be working together. And she was able to kind of own the things that she learned from them, and I thought it was a really good take from her. So, yeah, messy. Sweet Seduction, not very sweet, not very seductive, very messy. So that was that group. And then the last group that I'll get into is Solidified. So like Solidified. I like them. I do. They also feel, though, like I've seen it before a little bit, but I still am interested. I'm still mildly interested in what they do, because I do think the voices are good. And they're super cute. Like, they're super cute. I can definitely see them having a strong, like, female fan base just screaming their heads off for them, because they are cute. But yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with it, to be honest with you. I don't think that they have music out yet, original music out yet. And I like them, but I don't know. I don't love them. I don't love them as much as some of the other bands, but I do like them, and I wish them success, because, like, why wouldn't I? I don't have a lot to mark for this one. I think I'm going to use like a meeting sticker to mark our work retreat this day. I forgot what we did. What did we do? Oh, we went to the observatory thing. I was like, what the hell did we do? I was like, okay, is it time to go? I was so ready to be remote. It's so bittersweet to plan these weeks now. Truly. Let's try to find a meeting sticker. I think I'm probably gonna have to just finish up Thursday and come back, y'all, because my phone is dying, and I also have some meetings and things, which sucks because I kind of really wanted to just get this done. I'm gonna use this because I really don't have another way to mark a retreat, so I think I'm gonna put her here, and then I can mark taking the train. Oh, and I did get some bakery things, so maybe I can mark that too. Okay, so let's mark the train. So yeah, Solidified, boy band. I would say very pop R&B leaning. Pretty voices for sure. I don't know if I see as big of a potential for them as I do for some of the other groups. So you can probably tell by the fact that I'm not talking about them as much. So I would say of the 6 groups that I mentioned, the 3 that I think could be really successful if they do it right is Midnight Till Morning. I think that they could be very successful. Season 4 and Frequency. Those are the groups that I really have my eye on to see where they go, because I feel like they could be great, but it's hard. I mean, we've seen so many seasons of these types of shows where people like win and you just don't even know what the hell happened to them after a few months. Like, you never hear from them again. So I don't know what will happen with them, but I'm really, really rooting for them, truly, to do the damn thing. Really rooting for them. Oh, there's the bag. I'm like, I know there's a little bag. Oh, it's the same color, but it's gonna have to work. It's gonna have to work. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break and charge my stuff before it dies on me, and then I'll be back to finish up the spread, y'all. Alrighty, friends, my meeting's over, and we are back. We are back to finish this out. Okay, we're on Friday the 30th. Oh, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, is this June? I had a whole panic attack because I thought the 1st was here. Never mind. we're back, fam. Everything's good. Anyways, I was talking about building the band on Netflix. I think I went through all of the, trying to find a chores one. He's a little octopus. I'm trying to think if there was anything I missed on telling y'all, but I think I told y'all everything about the groups. My thoughts on the groups in the show. And yeah, I won't tell you who the winner is. Obviously, if you've seen it, you know. I will say I was pleased with the winner, which apparently is a controversial statement these days, but I was very pleased with the winner. So there's that. Oh my god, this is so cute. Look at this little laundry sticker. It's the first time I'm using it. It's Squidge Does Laundry 2.0 from Scribble Prints Co. So cute. Okay, so we got that, and then I'm gonna mark eating with the little fork and knife. And then we just have the weekend left. I think in the sidebar, because I was coming back from a road trip, I want to mark, I have a road trip sticker, like it literally says road trip. So I want to mark that. I have to find that sticker. So yeah, that's all my TV news for the moment, I think. I will transition to the shop really quick because new releases are live, and this should go live while there's a 20% off sale in the shop. So if you're unaware, new releases have hit the shop, and if you're unaware, I have a shop. It's cafewithanna.com, and there we go. I'm gonna use this little road trip one. Why do I really like the yellow one? I know she doesn't match, but she's so cute. I guess I'll use, I guess I should just use the blue one. It has a little bit of yellow, so to mark a road trip. Cute. Y'all can't see it, but there she is. Very cute. But yeah, so new releases, cafewithanna.com. The whole shop is 20% off through August 20th. So if you're watching this before August 20th, go on and head on over to the shop and take advantage of the sale. There is also a new, it's hard to say new because it's a retiring section, but the section is new on the website. There's a new retiring section that's full of items that will be leaving the shop on the 27th of this month. So that gives you about 2 weeks from when I'm filming this. By the time this goes live, actually it should still be about 2 weeks. So it gives you a little bit of time if there's anything there you want to pick up, and those are discounted as well. Bigger discount on those are 30% off. So everything in the retiring section is 30% off, and they will be removed from the website on the 27th. And then the entire shop is 20% off through August 20th. So go on, give it a look, see if you like anything. Would really appreciate it. And for those of you who have already ordered, thank you so much. You keep the shop alive, and I'm so stinking grateful for you. I will be working on your orders. The sale just started yesterday, so I'm taking a minute. Usually once there's a lot of ramp up to new releases, so usually once they're up, I kind of just take a break for a few days, 2 or 3 days, and just kind of chill for a minute. I do see what comes in, and you know, I kind of in my head start thinking about inventory and processing and things. But I try to just take a minute to breathe, and then I start to work on the orders. So processing time is still 2 to 3 weeks. If that needs to change for whatever reason, I will of course communicate that to you as I usually do. So thank you to those of you who have shopped and or to those of you who have just shared on your platforms. I really am so immensely grateful for the support. So thank you. I'm really excited about releases. It's the first time that I'm doing mostly non-exclusive releases. I have one exclusive set for Halloween, which is my fave. Not gonna lie, I'm probably a little biased, but it is my fave. So Sorry, I got sidetracked. But yeah, it is my fave. I'm really excited about the exclusive, but I'm also really intrigued to see how the sale goes with not having as many exclusives, and also releasing some art sets that have been released by basically Scribble Prints Co. I was going to say bigger shops, but mostly Scribble Prints Co. To see how those collections do, although I have an inkling as to how they will do. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, it'll be insightful for sure, because I released 5 collections, which is I think the biggest release we've ever had. And of the 5, 4 of them are non-exclusive art sets. So we shall see what happens there. Okay, let's do this one, and then we'll do a little thing. I'm so excited. Tomorrow is payday, so I am gonna order some paper. I have enough to get through like quite a bit of orders, but we are running low, so I'm gonna order some paper and some sticker paper. Yeah, some sticker paper, and then I'm gonna order some ink. Again, have enough to kind of start working on orders, but I probably will run out mid-processing, so I just kind of want to get ahead of the game and order those as soon as I can do it financially. So I'm thrilled to see a payday, because well, who isn't thrilled to see a payday? Like, let's just start there. Who is not thrilled to see a damn payday? Literally no one. Literally no one. Literally no one. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. And then once I am done with this spread, I need to go take the car in for the tire. So I guess maybe expect an update next Plan With Me, because I should have one by then on what the hell is going on with the car situation. Hopefully it's an easy and not too expensive fix, so that's what I'm hoping for. But I feel like with car stuff, who knows if that's actually going to be the case, because it's so expensive. Okay, I have blue. I think this is the only one I can use, is the purple. But yeah, there's Halloween. Well, I wasn't talking about that, but we're moving now to the Halloween art. So I have the Halloween exclusive set. SPC's Halloween set is great, and then Kitnish Dress just sneaked her like release for Halloween, so that's exciting. I didn't think she was gonna do one, to be honest. I thought she was just gonna stick to like the exclusive art she did. I need to use a pattern because I used a lot of solids. Okay. Let's use this one. So I wonder, should I use this one or should I use, I'll use this one. I was gonna use a bigger one, but I think this one fits better. So yeah, I thought she might just stick to the custom she did for SPC, which like just came out not too long ago, I think last week. So I thought she was gonna do that, but she sneaked, she's releasing Halloween art. It looks super cute. It's a Black Cat Cafe theme. So I'm excited to see the art come together. Not sure if I'm gonna use it. I do plan to hopefully have another release soon-ish. But we'll see. I'll have to kind of play that by ear, but we'll see. But I do hope to have one soonish, so if I'm able to, I shall do that. So we'll see what happens. I have an exclusive art set that's pretty much ready. I think I might need to nudge Nelly for more clip art for it, because I haven't started designing it yet, but that's what it's giving so far. Like, I don't think I have enough. And I have to kind of keep in mind that I have more full boxes in my like kind of standard kit than most shops. Not most shops, but many shops maybe is the best way to put it. This one kind of ripped a little bit, but I don't think it looks too bad, so I'm gonna use it. I have the standard 8. I have one on the washi page, and then I have the 4 boxes on the little thing page. So what's that, 8, 12? So I need to make sure I have like that amount. And I've gotten a little bit better at like learning how to stretch it out a bit and, you know, using scenes a little more like strategically, but still not sacrificing like a good box, if that makes sense. So like a pretty full box. So I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning in these streets how to move, and it's great, honestly. It's amazing. So that is what I got going on there. I kind of wish I used a different sticker here, but it's down and I really don't feel like picking it up. I really don't feel like picking her up, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, jelly bean? Oh my gosh, y'all. I forgot to talk about this. This is more TV related, but we attempted. So we watched the first season of Goosebumps. I enjoyed the first season of Goosebumps. Apparently I'm in the minority there. Apparently people did not like the first season. Now, was I like, is it gonna win an Emmy or something? No, like it's not that serious, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. It kept my attention. I guess it's the best way I can say it. But which one of these do I want to use? But when they started doing the promos for the second season, I like wasn't feeling it as much. And I was like, I don't think I want to watch this. But me and Bae were like bored one of these days. I think it was last week. And we were like, you know what? Let's try it. So I was like, okay, let's try it. I'm down to try it. Y'all, if you didn't like the first season, you probably are not even like checking for the second season. But the second season is terrible. I'm here to tell you, it is bad. I'm like, what in the world is actually going on here? Like, I need someone to explain it to me in layman's terms, because what is going on here? This is not good. Like, this is bad. So yeah, that was very much a letdown. And the thing is, I was rewatching Wednesday, and like, Bae isn't a big rewatcher of shows. He is a rewatcher of movies, which is hilarious. Well, that's not true. If he really likes it, I guess he is a rewatcher of shows, because he rewatches Breaking Bad all the time. But I was rewatching season 1 of Wednesday because I wanted to do it before we watched season 2, but I didn't get a chance. So I was like, whatever, like, Bae wasn't going to wait. So I was like, okay, we'll just watch season 2 and then I'll go back and rewatch all the episodes. And so I need one more in the sidebar. And so I don't know what else to mark. I think I'm going to try to mark like a happy one, because even though I don't know what happened with my happy stickers, because it was like the last week of in the office work. I don't know if I have anything. I might use one of these cute cafecitos. So cute. Let me see. Oh, the little matcha ones. I think I might use a little summer one. None of these really work. Okay, let's see. What can I use? Should I use a summery one? I don't know why. I don't know what happened with my happy stickers. Like, my positive emotion stickers are misplaced at the moment. They are misplaced at the moment. Oh my god, this is funny. I think, oh, there's little home ones. Yeah, let's see. Hold on, y'all. I have little home ones here. I have kind of a mess. I need to, there. I need to, like, I have a big stack of stickers that I just never put away here on the side, and I really need to put them away. That's the moral of the story. Okay. I'm gonna use this little pink and purple one to mark that I'm heading home. I'm going home to the place where I belong. And love's been enough for me. Okay. So yeah, Goosebumps, bad. And we were watching Wednesday, and I was like, you made me stop rewatching Wednesday for this. It was bad. It was bad. I think we got through. I really tried to get through 3 episodes. We got through 2 and I was like, I'm sorry, this is awful. I can't do it. Anyways, here we are flipping through the remains. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and the spread. I really love the spread. Really, really love the spread and love the foil. This set is one of my fave sets from this artist, who is just a gem. This artist is a gem. So pretty, so pretty. So, give y'all a close-up. Thank you so, so much for spending your time with me and hanging out with me. I really do hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.